Good morning, Paul P. Daniel, YouTube, aka Paul Joy, across all social networks. Let me take this opportunity and thank the Honorable His Excellency, the President of Ghana. Sir, you are an example to the whole Africa in making our brothers and sisters in America, the so called African Americans, coming back home, back to Africa. You have opened your door for them to return since they're not welcome, since they're not comfortable, since they're not living in peace in that other part of the world called United States of America. If your good deeds could multiply and spread like a virus across the African continent, it will truly be beneficial and it will make Africa stronger than before. I wonder why is it so difficult for us to be helping our brothers and sisters in diaspora, more especially the African Americans. Why do we act as if we don't know them? Why do we act as if they're not relating to us? Why do we act as if they're not one of us? Every black originated from Africa, and that's the truth. It's a fact. They might have been born outside Africa, but their roots are deep down here on the continent. We need to work together as Africans, reclaim our glorious position, put our people first, build our beautiful continent, and let us progress together, not individually but collective. I wonder why in this day and age we're still suffering when we got abundance of minerals, of human capital. Africa's population is so young, so inspiring, so futuristic. Why don't we make use of that? Why don't we bring those African in diaspora back to the home soil and make use of them or make use of the experience they gain from outside? We could be the best continent ever. We are best, but with such experiences from outside for so long, believe me, we'll be the powerhouse, not only in Africa, but in the whole wide world. Hey, you, hope you're listening. Our head of states, hope you're listening too. I'm nobody, I'm just a citizen. I'm just African with a common agenda, an African inspiring to be successful, an African to be somebody, an African who like to see everybody getting that prosperity or being prosperous, an African who sees things for what they are, call a spade a spade. As much as the other people planning on our downfall, in fact they've been planning on our downfall ever since time immemorial, we are part of that. Some of us partake in that. Why don't we stop? Why don't we use all that, in fact, why don't we turn all that negative energy into positive one in building this continent called Africa? Because in the end of the day, it's gonna benefit us Africans. Hear me out. We are not an island. We cannot isolate ourselves from the whole wide world, right? But we need to put Africans first. We need to put this continent first before anything else. We can interact with others, we can trade with others, we can do whatever with others, but first and foremost, Africans first. The United States of Africa is no longer a myth or a notion or a rumors. It's about to happen. It's bound to happen. All we need is the political power from our leaders right here on the continent. May I say this? Bringing or building or letting United States of Africa into being doesn't frighten your very existence as presidents of different countries. It doesn't. In fact, it makes it much better. You are still going to be in your position. At least we're going to call them now states. At least we'll have one president running the whole continent and we'll be working together. Remember, divided we fall, together we stand. No matter the weather, we will get there. So please, let's clean our closet. Let's decolonize our minds. Let's see the importance and the need to change, the need to refocus, the need to re strategize, the need to relook, the need to go back to the drawing board because whatever that we've been doing hasn't worked. If it did, it's just the minimum and it's not, or it hasn't catapulted to the masses. Remember, the masses call the shots. You can be presidents, you can be premiers, you can be governors, you can be mayors, you can be whatever position. Without the masses, you are nothing. You are public representatives. So let's work together. No leader becomes a leader without followers. All right. Africans are known to be intellectual. Africans are known to be strong. Africans are known to be adaptable to any situation given to them. You give them lemon, they make lemonade. So let's use that and let's do wonders. Our brothers and sisters are dying. If not every day, if not every week, if not every month, if not every year, trying to cross the Sahara Desert through Libya and other places, trying to cross or try to leave Africa, going to overseas, seeking for greener pastures. Are there really greener pastures out there? Take a typical example of the US. Those brothers and sisters are constantly being monitored, constantly being tortured each and every day. Is that what you call greener pasture? It's much better here at home than being outside. But then our leaders also not making conducive for people to remain here on the continent. Nonetheless, Africa is the best. Africa will always be the best. Hey, you, please do what you were meant to do. I believe we are formed for a purpose. And the purpose is not talk shops. We're tired of talking and talking. We need to walk the talk. Hey, you, please, hey, you. UN, it's another white elephant. I ain't gonna say much about you. You are controlled by the big powers. ICC, International Criminal Court. That's another white elephant. Your target's only African leaders. I'm not saying they don't do bad, they do. But why don't you touch the likes of Bush, the likes of David Cameron and the rest. IMF, International Monetary Fund. You give loans to Africa or to us Africans with lots of interest. Basically, your aim is just to enslave us. It ain't working. Need a revamp, re strategize. Who else? WHO, World Health Organization, is another white elephant. It only works for some, or for the big powers. Madagascar, if I remember correctly, came up with a vaccination of their own. What did the WHO do? Did not approve it. You only want to impose your own vaccine, we don't know from where. And it's no longer a secret. That is just killing people left, right, center. A vaccine which was never tested. A vaccine which is just spring out like mushrooms. And eventually, it has to now be sent to African countries. Mine too. They are the vaccination are not the same. They are vaccination that's a vaccine destined for Africa, and they're not similar to those that are destined for your countries or your continents. Why is it specific African vaccine or African vaccination versus other vaccine that you guys are using that side? We are not pigs. If you want to test those vaccine on pigs, then get yourself some pigs. We're in pigs. If that stuff happened in the past, it's supposed to happen now. Alright, that's it for now. Please subscribe, like this video. Now let's share across all social platforms. I thank you. Hello.